Hi there, my name's Gordon McCrory, I'm the Happiness Guy. This video might seem a little bit of a weird topic, but I want to share with you how I see the world and how that helps me have a life that I really love and enjoy. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, starting off, how I see the world. Of course, we've got the environment around us. And what's interesting is that the environment affects our physiology, and I'm going to keep coming back to physiology as we kind of work through this, but our physiology being just everything that's going on in our body and our mind at any given point in time. So everything is affecting us. And what's interesting from there is that if something's affecting our physiology upstream, if you like, if we can influence upstream, we can change what's going in our body, change what's going on in our body and mind. If we can change what's going on in our body and mind, we can change how we feel. We can change our emotions. It's my belief that we've got a lot of control and influence, certainly influence, over our feelings and emotions. Downstream of feelings and emotions are our thoughts and the stories we tell ourselves. What do I mean by downstream? Well, let's say you wake up and you feel really good, you've had a great night's sleep. Your thoughts and stories are going to be more positive. But equally so, if you've had a terrible night's sleep or something's really stressing you out, you're not feeling how you want to feel, your thoughts and stories are going to be negative. So in other words, it's very difficult to feel great and have terrible thoughts, in the same way it's very difficult to feel terrible and be thinking fantastic thoughts. So these are linked, and they are very, very much interlinked, but the feelings are driving a filter from which you see the world and then tell yourself stories to make sense of it. And okay, so from there, thoughts, stories, that relates to your actions. Whether you take action or whether you don't. If you feel really good, then you think, I'm going to go to the gym, you go to the gym. If you feel really bad and you feel really tired, so you say, oh, I'm too tired to go to the gym, I can wait till tomorrow, you don't go. So feelings are affecting thoughts, and thoughts are affecting actions. And actions, of course, affect outcomes. And for me, what I really want to help people achieve is some kind of life-lasting transformation. And I don't just mean kind of physically, it's physical, it's mental, and it's emotional. So how do we do that? Well, let me give you just a few examples of this. There are 6 environments. Let's start with, we've got inner, outer, I'm now challenged to remember all 6, projected, and then we've got, or many of us have got work, might be kind of college, uni, whatever. We've got home, and then we've got everywhere else. So let's start with the top one. Let's say inner. Inner is everything that we see. Let's say everything that we hear, everything that we eat. So we go and just kind of keeping it fairly kind of simple and basic. So in order to change this physiology, in order to change this snapshot of kind of neurochemical, kind of electrical impulses in our body, in order to positively impact our physiology so that we can feel great and think great and all of that, what can we do? Loads and loads and loads of stuff we can do. So if we watch, a great example would be kind of a couple of weekends ago, for the first time I watched Schindler's List. That didn't leave me feeling good. That didn't leave me thinking good, and it didn't leave me feeling kind of overly energetic. So watching the wrong thing, I'm not saying that Schindler's List is the wrong thing to watch, but it is the wrong thing to watch. You want to feel good. So that's got an impact, but I think it's realising that we have the choice of what we're watching, and that we've got, therefore, influence over our physiology and our feelings and our thoughts. Equally so, hearing, kind of many people use music just to change how they feel. So whether it be kind of so listening to something upbeat or listening to something downbeat. But we can choose. We live in a time now where we can kind of put on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever and influence how we're going to feel just from putting on a track of music. Eating's an interesting one. If you eat something that makes you feel really good, it's positive for your physiology, it's kind of perhaps light and nutritious and in line with who you think you are, kind of maybe for me kind of currently kind of lunchtimes a really healthy salad often, then I feel good, and afterwards I've got kind of steady energy levels for a number of hours after that. But if I was to eat, and it's not that it's wrong to do this, it's not that I never do it either, I do go to Greggs from time to time for a kind of quick sandwich or whatever, but if I was to get a sandwich and a can of Coke or even a fresh orange and a packet of crisps or whatever, one of these meal deals, and again, nothing wrong with a meal deal, but there's good ways to do it, and kind of ways that will affect your physiology kind of worse. So if I have something that leaves me feeling really tired and kind of it spikes my sugar and then I get a slump for energy in the afternoon, that's on me. I've got that choice. How I eat is affecting my physiology, it's affecting how I feel, and it's affecting how I think. So that's one of the examples, if you like, the kind of the inner environment. Projected, I'm not going to cover all of these, I don't think that kind of is necessary just now, but if I take projected, that's the clothes that we're wearing. Kind of, we wear something that we feel really good in, then we're gonna likely, kind of just by wearing something we feel really good in, our physiology changes. We feel good, and we're going to have that's given us a better chance of a better day. Wear something that we don't like, makes us feel a bit self-conscious or whatever, that's kind of obviously going to be a negative thing. So our projected self, of course, then work's affecting us, home's affecting us, even how we travel. If your car's clean versus not, as an example. For me, I always make sure I get my car kind of cleaned once a week so that every time I walk up to it, it's nice and shiny and I like it, and it's clean inside and it smells nice. So when I'm having a journey, I'm feeling good, and then I'm maybe listening to a podcast or some music so that my brain's getting lit up. So I'm basically deciding in advance how I want to feel by doing all these different things that positively affect my physiology. Now, one last one, my favourite one for affecting physiology is exercise. I've been in love with exercise, I've really fallen out of love with exercise, I'm kind of back exercising regularly. There are a few things like exercise done right for you that can shift you from poor physiology and low mood to feeling better, feeling you've had some progress, kind of thinking, I did good there. It really changes your physiology more powerfully than many other things. I don't want to kind of beat the exercise drum because we all know that we should exercise, but what I'm saying is it's a really potent one when we're feeling bad, and therefore kind of, and it's one that we drop typically when we feel bad, but it's our route to feeling good. You know, and when you feel good, everything. When you feel good, things are a challenge. When you feel bad, they're a struggle. So I hope this video just goes some way to show you that, look, I've only covered a few of them here. There's a lot you can do to change your physiology, and as soon as you change how you feel, everything downstream is going to get better. So thank you very much for taking the time to listen. I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you've got any questions, I'd love to answer them. Take care. Bye-bye.